why many teams are big, but they are not productive. How come many teams are big, but they are not productive? We are going to spend some 30 minutes together. So let me make sure that I track that. Okay. So how come many teams are big, but the results are not there? And I've been in this situation whereby, actually, what I tell people is that when you ask many new people, people maybe who are 6 months and below, what's your biggest challenge so far you're having network marketing? They say, I'm failing to get people to join me. Now, when you talk to someone who is 6 months, no matter who, they normally say, what's your biggest problem? My biggest problem is that my team is not active. So I normally say that if you think that your problem is sign-ups in network marketing, you don't have a problem. Actually, what your issue is, you need to stay in the business long enough. Eventually, as long as you are working, as long as you are pushing yourself, as long as you are doing whatever you can, the team normally joins. Getting a team is not hard at all. But Chimera, how is our light today? Is the light good? I see you don't have light today. So basically, most people, as when you have 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, when you open, many companies call it genealogy. People in your team, total team, the team is there. But then the other question is, how many of them are active? That's where we have a very big problem. And that's what we want to talk about today. So we are saying that a big team is not same as a productive team. Do not pray for a big team. Pray for a productive what? Team. And that is very, very important. Because many leaders celebrate numbers. But you see, numbers do not pay you money. What pays you money is volume. The company will not depend, they will not go to your system and say, how many people did Chimera bring into the company? They will say, how much volume is Chimera bringing every month? How many products are being sold? How many packages are being sold within your team? That is the science. That is what people are really asking for. And that's what your paycheck is. You know that every month we are paid in network marketing. Those of us who are doing network marketing or in a commission business, you are paid. And then every new month you are beginning afresh. Now they are looking at how is the production, the volume that is coming from your team. You may find that some people may have a team of 300, 3,000, 1,000, I don't know, 5,000 people in network marketing, but they have very big teams. But they are only having 5 people who are active, 5 people who are productive. Now, we are saying that we must ensure that these 300 people that we have in our teams, these 500 people we have in our teams, at least you are having a much bigger percentage of people who are productive. It is a shame, and a very big shame, for someone to have 300 people in their team, but only 5 active, for you to have only 10% of your team that is productive. There is a very big problem there. And by then, my friends, one of the things that have caused problems in the multi-level marketing industry, it is simply because we recruit so many people, but a few of them are active. A few of them are productive. A few of them are using the products. A few of them are happy about the business. They are basically disengaged. In the HR management, human resource management, there's something which they call disengagement. Like basically you have employees, but how many of them are really happy at their job? How many of them are really involved? Now, many people have teams, but which are disengaged. And that is where, that's the problem we are going to address today. Then, of course, I want to really ask you, do you want a very big team or you want a very big income? Now, if you want a very big income, this training is for you. By the way, I'm also an author of these 2 beautiful books. This is the Master Key to Network Marketing Success. I have this in English. I also have this one in French. In this book here, I really shared my whole story of how I started, how I got my first people, how I built my system, what I did. You really must get a copy of this book. It's available at Aristoc, but also available. There is, I think, a link in this video you're watching. You can also send your number and you get yourself a copy of this book. It can be delivered to you no matter where you are, as long as you pay the shipping charges. Beautiful book. Then later on, over time, I realized there was a problem of the initial problem I talked about, which was the problem of recruiting. Then there was also a problem of retaining. Like one of the biggest problems that new people face in your team or even yourself is that I cannot get people. Now in this book, I showed people how to perfectly pitch them. That's why we call it the perfect pitch. But then also how do you retain them? I really did so much in this book. It's one of the best books ever written. Part one is talking about, part one is the introduction. Part two is the mastering the art of prospecting. Part three is the art of inviting, retaining your team. Very beautiful book. These ones, if you really feel that whatever I'm going to share with you is relevant, the details are actually in these two books. Get yourself these books. Anyway, so now let us go back to part one. How come your teams are big but they're not productive? To begin with, teams become unproductive because of lack of training. They don't know what to do. They know they want to do. They know how to do it. They know what to do, but they don't know how to do it. They know I should call people, I should prospect, I should get customers, I should follow up, but they don't know how to do it. Basically, one of the I think in one of the books here I wrote that, yeah, it was the perfect pitch. One of the core reasons for call reluctancy. How come people want to call people, want prospect people, but they do not call? Call reluctancy. They feel the phone is heavy. They want to call, but they are better off arranging, I don't know, writing the names again, things of the sort, or coloring their books, their name lists, and stuff like that. One of the reasons for call reluctancy is lack of knowledge. Like basically, I am reluctant to call Chimera. I'm reluctant to call Martha. I'm reluctant to call my sister because, Mugambe Ntia, what do I tell them? What do I tell this person? So basically, because I don't know what to tell this person, I avoid the action. You see a very good prospect in a mall, and you really want to approach them. You know that's a very good lady who can join your team. But now the problem is you cannot approach, you fear to approach them because when you reach there, you'll freeze. So training. But anyway, let us begin. The industry, unfortunately, celebrates sign-ups. People are so excited when people join under them. But big sign-ups do not guarantee success. There are champions in my team who have said, I brought 10 people in a month. Then before you know it, they are not the top earners. So sign-ups do not guarantee success. Real business starts after a person has joined. In fact, I have a mantra that I teach my team that says, network marketing is not what you do before a person joins. Network marketing is what you do after the person has done what? Has joined. Like basically, the act of calling a person, the act of filling the form is not network marketing. That is selling, that's marketing. But network marketing is ensuring that this person actually becomes a network. This person actually becomes a branch. This person actually becomes active. So what you do after they have joined, to make them active, to make them engaged, to make them stay, to make them use the product, to make them recommend the product, to make them become ambassadors of the product, that is network marketing. And network marketing begins when you activate this new person. We normally encourage that within 72 hours, you must have oriented your person. Are you together? In my company, we have a whole NDO structure where we even give a certificate for someone who has gone through the orientation, because the purpose is very simple, is that big numbers do not necessarily make you money. Big numbers don't make you rich. What makes you rich is the volume that is coming from the people. So even if you have 5 people who are active, you are better on than a person having 20 people and none of them are active. So there's a difference between people joining and there's a difference between people starting. So when a person joins you, make sure they get started. They get started right. The NDO that I have in my team is called Getting Started Right and Strong. Very, very important. So if people do not start, then they won't produce. Yeah. If someone joins, and actually there's a very interesting statistic. I once looked at a statistic and I looked at people who joined, and if those people who joined actually opened up their dashboard. It was so ashamed. Many of them had never opened up their dashboard. Many of them never open up the products. Many of them never do anything. They join and remain in their offices. They join and it ends on joining. Are we together? So when a person is not started, they cannot produce. How can a person come back to buy products again, to bring their friend to join, to bring their neighbor, if they have never gotten started, if they have never bought into the business? They bought into the motivation of joining, but they never bought into the business. So network marketing is what you do after a person has joined. Many people, when they sign up people, they say, enough is enough. Today, okay, congratulations, let me look for the next person. They're like fishermen. Get this fish, eat them, look for another fish. Eat them, look for another fish. I call that one a pyramid of people. That's not a network marketing team. A team that has inactive people, they cannot sell, they cannot recruit, they cannot do anything, they don't have the products, they don't use them. That's the pyramid of people, even if you're in the most genuine company. Let us note that. So the second reason, I have 8 points, is that there is no system in place. So how come you have a very big team but which is not productive? Training was one of them. But the second one is when there is no system in place. Most big teams which are weak rely on motivation. They rely on excitement. They rely on hype because there's no structure. I once knew a company whose name I will not mention.